All right, what's going on? It's Camel Money Beats, and today I'm here with another video. And you're definitely going to want to pay attention if you're trying to make a career or do something with yourself as an artist or a rapper, musician, anything like that. Missing something like this can make all the difference as far as making it and breaking it, or just trying to understand what is it really going to take to know how to get your music out there. I was working with an artist recently, and they were in this space of kind of promoting themselves and trying to get themselves out there and get to be known. And they're asking me, okay, I'm gonna start running these ads, and I'm gonna start, just putting money into it, And I started to ask them, okay, great. So, what are you gonna be doing with those ads, and who do you want those ads to be seen by? He says, well, I'm gonna be just, posting my music videos, and I want everybody to see it. And I said, do you really want everybody to see it? Like, when you're actually, setting up your ads, are you just letting Facebook to show it to everyone? He says, yeah, why not? I don't understand what the difference is. Like, shouldn't everyone want to like my music? And I don't want to limit myself on just seeing who my music can be for and who it can't be for. Now, don't get me wrong, I am all about not having limiting beliefs, and if you feel like you want to have your music be loved by everyone, go for it. That is 100% your right, and you should be able to do that. Now, thinking about it the other way, realistically, whether you like to think about it or not, and especially if you're thinking about doing this as a career or as a business, you have to understand that you have a product, and every product has what is known as a target audience. Doesn't matter what your product is. Even if you think about, let's say, like a car, right? Like, people that are looking to buy cars, right, are going to be going to car dealerships and doing those types of things. And these car dealerships are purely knowing that their target audience are people that what? People that can drive, people that are a certain age, right? Like, these Honda is not showing commercials for 5-year olds. Okay? Legos is showing commercials for 5-year olds, excuse me. So you see the difference there? The difference is that each of those companies have major products, and they're huge multi-million dollar companies, but each of them understands that their product is being used by a certain type of individual, and that is their target audience, right? So, Honda is not going to be out there making little kid videos and being like, hey, like, if you're a 5-year old, you can go ahead and hop in this car. That they know that those are not the people buying their car. And I know that it's a very extreme example, but it's almost a similar thing as far as thinking about your music and who is going to be listening to your music. Is some grandpa, in the middle of Iceland going to be listening to your rap music? Maybe. But is that really where you should be focusing your target, or as far as who you want to come listen to your music? If it is, great, but chances are, especially if you're a rapper and you're maybe in your 20s or your 30s and you live in a certain area of the world or in the US or whatever, you will understand that, like, most likely the people that are going to be engaging with your music, people that are going to be listening to your music, the people that are going to be liking your music are going to be a very select group of people that is very key to focus on. Again, doesn't mean that other people are not open to listening to your music. This is purely coming from a standpoint that if you're trying to maximize your marketing efforts and have quick growth with what you got going on, whether you're doing organic marketing and you're just reaching out to people, or if you're doing ads, the way that you target which audience that you're interacting with or putting ads towards is going to give you the fastest potential of growth. There's no other way around it. It's a very simple business thing that you would just be applying to yourself and what's going on. So now, great, right? So this artist is like, okay, that makes sense. So let's say, I want to start looking at a target market and those type of things. How do I even go about that? And there are several ways of doing this. A very kind of other way to think about this is think about, like, who you like to listen to, who are maybe some of the people that are around you, and based off, one, the things that you listen to, and two, the things that are around you, you can slowly start to see some different similarities. Let me paint an example, right? Like, let's say you're a rap artist and you're from Seattle and you grew up in a place where, you know, your family is into music, and let's say your mom is a teacher, and all your friends like anime and all those type of things, right? So even if your music can be tailored and understanding that these are the people around you, one, you can actually start to think about how you can incorporate some of that into your music, because that this is your audience. That, like, if Seattle anime watchers, who also had moms as teachers, is your audience as a very, very hardcore niche kind of target market, you can, one, start to think about how to incorporate those things into your music, but two, where you can find people that are going to be relating to those topics. So obviously, like, if you're trying to make music related to Seattle and people that like anime, trying to take that music to New York might not be the best place. Obviously, focusing on Seattle is going to be key. The other thing too is, if they're into anime, like, trying to find people that are into something else completely random, like, let's say, horror films or something, might not be the target market of people that you want to show this thing to. Excuse me, show this thing to. You might want to find people who are also into anime and try to figure out how you can get in front of them. And these are just a few small things that you can do. Now, shameless plug, there are a lot of other things that you can do to find really who your niche target market is, your target audience, and depending on those things, you can maximize your growth if you know exactly who to put your content in front of. If that's something that you would want to help on, that's exactly what I help artists do. I help them understand, first of all, what their niche is, what their market is, and exactly how to show the right content to the right people to have maximum growth. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you have any questions or you want me to make a video on something, please leave it in the comments below or DM me and I'll be happy to make a video about it. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe on my video. I love seeing the comments and the DMs. Just keep it up and I'll be with you guys on the next video.